royal siblings of the Norian Kingdom and to its crown prince Xander, share a fighting style unique to them within Fire Emblem warriors. Being the game's only mounted mages, they share similarities with other ground-based magic users, but have a very different feel due to them doing everything from horseback. Let's jump in and see what these siblings can do. Leo and Elise's standard attack string consists of 7 strikes. They will swing magic to the left, hop and blast to the front, raise a ball of magic and sweep it around themselves, summon a burst of magic up from the ground in front, bring 2 magic balls to the front and detonate them, rush and attack left, right, and left, and then finish by bringing another large ball down in front and blasting with it. This attack string is rather unimpressive, to put it bluntly. Most mounted characters are built around exchanging a benefit to speed for a lack of control, but this attack string is much more single target focused than any mage or mounted character in the game. This works counterintuitively to the mounted character control scheme, which makes sustaining duels tougher because of the lack of a real dodge. The awkwardness of this has a later knock-on effect on their heavy attack, which, like every other mage, is a chargeable bar that is able to create weak points on any enemy regardless of effectiveness, and able to create critical stun gauges if it's charged to 100%. This bar is filled by every hit on an enemy, and as characters like Robin prove, the fastest way to fill it is by continuously spamming a few standard attacks into a crowd. However, the mounted mages have a very poor range with their normal attacks, which means that both of them on average take longer to fill the bar up. Since a mage's fighting style ebbs and flows around utilizing this attack, Leo and Elise are not as effective as their ground-based counterparts, even when compared to Lind, who has a very limited standard attack string range. Well, let's go ahead and move on to their heavy attacks and see if their combos can make up for things a bit. Leo and Elise's first heavy attack combo is a standard launcher, with them creating a tornado in front of them, which knocks anyone into the air for further juggling. Like the other mages, they don't have any aerial attacks to worry about, and this attack comes out quickly enough that it gets the job done just fine. For their second combo, they will summon up spikes from the ground in a small circle around them, before twisting them slightly and sending enemies around them flying off. This is a quick area attacker, however it doesn't have the range to get too many KOs at once. This is really just a quick form of burst damage, which is useful for stronger than usual foes, but maybe not for generals. Their third combo has them summon up a series of fireballs, which they launch in a row in front of them. Unlike other third combos for other characters, mages are unable to reveal weak points with this combo, making this just another attack in their arsenal. And for me, due mainly to the slight pause that they do before sending out the magic, this isn't a combo that I rely on very much. For their fourth combo, Leo and Elise will summon several small beams in front of them, and channel them until they all join together for one big line blast. During the channeling period, you are able to turn them to try to gather more enemies within the beams, which works because enemies tend to get stuck in this attack until the very end. This combo is capable of being extremely effective if your enemies are spread out in a way that is conducive to its hitbox. However, you will need to use this one with great care, as you are extremely vulnerable while channeling it. It's very easy to get knocked out of this if you're not positioned very well before initiating it. For their fifth and final combo, Leo and Elise will create a circular barrier of magic around them, zapping enemies within for a few moments before creating a huge blast from within it. This combo, despite it looking like it has a very clear hitbox, actually has a very large area of effect. The final explosion here sometimes feels like it explodes at twice the size that it seems, meaning this is their best attack for hitting a lot of foes at once, which also means that it's the best way to quickly fill up their charge bar. Something that I like about this combo is that unlike the beam, which makes you very vulnerable from the back, this combo is pretty safe wherever you use it, due to its all-encompassing hitbox. However, some strong enemies, like generals or powered-up foes, are still able to smack you out of it. As horse-mounted, magic-wielding humans, Leo and Elise do not have any specific weaknesses to speak of, except for any characters who have the mounted killer skill on their weapon, which personally I can't ever recall running into. Stat-wise, the siblings are very similar, with only minor differences to mention. Leo has the better strength and skill, while Elise has more speed and luck. Similar to their brother Xander, both Leo and Elise have a movement speed of 15, making them the second fastest moving characters in the game, just behind the Flyers. Having a mount means that these two also have 2 additional dashing attacks. Their standard dashing attack brings them to a stop by performing a quick magic spin around them. This attack is a good way to build up last bits of charge before going in for an important stun, as it is very easy to dash into groups of foes. The second dash attack has them go right into using their heavy attack mechanic, which can be incredibly useful in the right circumstances. An issue that the ground-based mages sometimes run into is that when looking for the right time to use their stun attack, they will sometimes get hit out of where they want to be before initiating it. However, with this dash and into stun, Leo and Elise can rush right into an enemy's face before he can start to attack them back, and go ahead and reveal that enemy's stun gauge. Leo and Elise are what I would call Fire Emblem Warriors' biggest example of a mixed bag out of everyone on the cast. They have a somewhat subpar standard attack string, but they also have some pretty good combos and the ability to dash and stun any enemy in the game. Basically, there is a lot to love about this moveset, but at the same time, there's a lot to criticize. And personally, I think there may be more here to criticize than with any other characters in the game. You know, there's this thing that happens on the internet where if you say anything negative about a thing that people like, even if you litter your comments with specific praise, they will only take away the negative aspects of what you say. Maybe I can head off this effect a bit by saying that Leo and Elise are great warriors with a lot of great potential. When you bring them to a battle, they can certainly get the job done. But at the same time, this is a game full of other great warriors that can do that and more. In my book, Leo and Elise have the worst moveset in the game. They are certainly useful when you require quick magic-based warriors to back you up, providing either stuns or heals with a lot of swiftness, but in a straight fight, I would rather take anyone else in the cast. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you'd like to see more, please like, comment below, and subscribe. Also, be sure to check out my second channel, GamesBrained Plays, for group and solo Let's Play content. Thanks again for watching, everybody. Until next time, this has been GamesBrained, and I hope you take care.